It's 9:30.
Yeah, it's so late.
It's 9:30, and we've been trying to film this for how long?
I don't know. 3 hours?
This is the first video we've made with a baby, and this is how it's gone.
Yeah, he keeps waking up. See, we had a little bit of a scare at the hospital, which we'll get into. So now I'm just paranoid every time he's sleeping. We have a baby now. His name is Owen Wright Taylor. And it's pretty amazing. Didn't think that it was actually going to really ever happen. Did you?
I don't know. I feel like it's been an eternity since I was pregnant. It's only been 3 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks. Yeah, he's 3 weeks old, but it feels like it was about 3 months ago that you were pregnant. But what's weird is that it feels like this 3 weeks has only been 1 week.
Yeah,
it's
it feels
weird.
very short, but extremely long at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
It feels like it's flying by really fast, but it feels like he's never not been here.
So I don't remember driving to get the C-section, but Sarah does because she was in the midst of gonna have this operation.
Honestly, I was dreading it so much. Could I have packed a bigger suitcase? Not dreading the baby part, but I was dreading the C-section part. I did not want a C-section, and now that I've been through a C-section, I still wouldn't want a C-section.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible watching. I'm glad Sarah couldn't see it, to be honest. About to go in. Completely draped over Sarah, and then it was draped over me too, but there was like a plastic like viewport that I could see, so I'm like, it's okay, Sarah, and I'm like looking at what's going on over, and let me tell you, you see things.
Isn't it weird that we're like, you're in there with me and I'm awake and I'm having like an operation.
Yeah.
She's like, the doctor like asked me a question about my insides while she was in there. Right, because she's seeing that right now.
That's so weird.
It was very, very weird.
I really almost don't want to say this because I don't want to freak out women out there who are planning on. It was like an effort to watch these women, to watch them shift their body weight to try and like pull back to be able to access. It was, I wasn't expecting that shifted weight to like, wait, I got to get some leverage on this. But then, you know, then the magical time when they pulled him out, and I just looked over at Sarah, so I didn't even know what to say. I was just like, I think I just said no way. And
the first thing I thought was, I just saw his nose, and I was like, whose nose? Whose nose is that? He's got a very cute little nose. And then when the doctor came in after, when I was in recovery, she was like, whose nose is that on your baby? And I was like, honestly, that was probably a weird first thought, but that's exactly what I thought.
Now, when I look at him, now that he is more baby form, he looks like us. I actually feel like he is like a perfect mix between the two of us.
Him, yes. Then we had our first night in the hospital where things almost went even worse.
Before we tell you the terrifying tale of your first night at the hospital, let's tell them about the sponsor that keeps this family running, son. Helix. Oh, and I need to fill you in. Helix has supported us for over 4 years now, and when they support Helix, they're directly supporting us. Their 4th of July sale is running now, Owen, so it's the perfect time for them to upgrade their mattress. You can get 30% off of an Elite or Luxe mattress, plus 2 free pillows, or just take advantage of 25% off site-wide. Owen, you really do need to go to sleep. Check out the Helix, sorry buddy, check out the Helix site for more details. Helix is a premium mattress in a box company that makes mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your unique needs, conveniently shipped right to your door. And unlike other brands, Helix mattresses do not contain fiberglass, which can be very harmful to your health.
Okay, let's get you cleaned up.
All right, go help mommy. The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses, including their award-winning Luxe and Ultra Premium Elite collections, the Helix Plus, a mattress designed for big and tall sleepers, and the Helix Kids mattress designed for growing bodies and endorsed by child sleep and medical experts. The Helix Kids mattress truly is amazing because you flip the mattress based on the child's age and their needs at that age. It's genius and definitely something that we are wanting to get Owen here in the near future. Everybody's different, and Helix knows that. So they developed a sleep quiz that matches your unique body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. Sarah and I could not agree on which mattress to get because we're both different kinds of sleepers. She's a side sleeper while I am a stomach sleeper, and we like slightly different firmnesses. So we took the sleep quiz together as a couple, and we were matched with the Helix Sunset Luxe mattress, and it changed our lives. The best part about all of this is that Helix delivers your mattress right to your door, and in the US, it's even free delivery. It just comes rolled up in a box box and is super easy to set it up yourself. If it makes you nervous to buy something online that you haven't really tried yet, honestly, that's how I am. There's no need to worry because Helix has a 100-night sleep trial, so you get over, 2 months to make sure, 3 months to make sure that you love it. Plus, Helix mattresses have a 10-year warranty, and they even offer financing options and flexible payment plans, so the perfect night's sleep is literally available for everyone. I love my Helix mattress, and I really think that you would too. If you're looking for a new bed, check out Helix. Again, their 4th of July sale is running now, so it's the perfect time to upgrade your sleep. With 30% off of an Elite or Luxe mattress, plus 2 free pillows, or just take advantage of 25% off site-wide. Click the link below or go to helixsleep.com/Jordan Taylor to check out this limited time offer. Yeah, so we're in the hospital. He's sleeping in the bassinet next to us. Sara is awake in the hospital bed, and I'm asleep on the couch. And then I wake up immediately because I hear a weird noise, and it sounded like, you know, he was...
It sounded like he was like spitting up or something.
But so I got up, and Sara said, hey, just give him to me because maybe he needs to eat. So I was like, okay, and it's like really dark. I don't even know if we have the TV on.
We were a little concerned though. It was like a concerning sound. Like I thought that he had spit up and, you know, needed help.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was going to be like this. So he hands me, and I thought he was having a seizure because he was not breathing and he was just completely tense and just had one arm like moving really fast.
Right. So I just start running out to go.
I hit the call button.
Yeah, Sara thankfully hits the call button, and I run out to go get a nurse. We're a bit far away from that front desk, so I just like flag somebody, and I'm like, hey, I think we got something going on. So the girl looked at me very concerned, ran. She picks him up, and she's like, I could tell she looks concerned.
Well, that's when she comes in, and I said, I don't think he's breathing. And so when she grabbed him, it like jolted him into,
and he started
like,
breathing
taking
a little
breath.
bit.
But then I just remember his arms just going like completely limp.
And then luckily Sara pushed that call button, and so then another nurse walked in who is more experienced, and she immediately grabbed him and realized, oh, this is actually a severe situation, and then put him in the bassinet and just started like carting him out. And this is where the story gets weird, because I think you didn't realize the severity of the situation at the time, because when they started rolling him out the door, then when her eyes had dilated and she could see, then she started to like basically just run to the nursery. And so I couldn't go in there, so I'm just standing out, just like there's like glass, and I can just watch. And I've got a nurse here and a nurse here kind of giving me a play-by-play of what was going on. She was like, oh, now they're gonna treat him like kind of roughly to try and get him to breathe. And I was like, what's going on? And so I can see him then like basically throw him on the table, and he's just blue, like not moving.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I just couldn't see what was going on because their backs were blocking him, and I could see them moving their arms like this was a really serious situation, and it had been going on for like 30 plus seconds, and I could tell like this was like a serious moment where every second literally counted. And so I didn't know, I could tell nobody knew how the story was gonna end. Then the girl who first initially went into the room with us, I was like, is he gonna be okay? And she was like, they're moving a little bit more calmly. And I was thinking, no, they're not. Like, they look like he's dying. Yeah. And so then another 5 seconds passed. It felt like it was an eternity. And I was just like, looked over and I was like, is he gonna be okay? And then the nurses actually did start to kind of calm down. And she was like, yeah, look, they're calming down more in there. Anyways, then the nurse comes out who was working with him. And she was like, yeah, he had a ton of fluid in his lungs. So they had to basically put a mask on him and suck the liquid out of him. And she said it was like an enormous amount. She was like, I think that, you know, he breathed some like amniotic fluid when he was out. And I was like, that actually makes sense because he came out feet first and I saw him crying before his head popped out. And she said, oh yeah, he probably breathed it in then. And I was thinking, this is nuts. Like, why is this not some kind of like protocol?
I'm not allowed to get up. I'm laying in the bed.
Yeah, and so that's right. So I like hugged the nurses.
On.
I'm probably super awkward, but I'm like, dude, my son just almost died. Like, I needed to be comforted here.
Well, I mean, also if I hadn't been awake, or if you hadn't woken up, we might have just woken up. That the next morning,
yeah,
he would have been gone.
So pretty much after that, didn't sleep the entire time. It was like 40, I think I stayed away for like 46 hours holding him and making sure that he, like, it was like obsessive. Or what would have happened if you hadn't pushed the button and the nurse hadn't ran in and it was just the other girl? Would she have really realized how severe the situation was? Because she was acting like maybe it was okay. I don't know. I you know, it was, sorry for the rain, guys. We kind of have to do this video right now. So hopefully it's all right.
I feel like honestly the first week home was the easiest so far. And then it's gotten a little bit harder just as I've had less and less sleep. But I feel like it's all been a fairly easy transition. Like I would say it's been like a challenge.
Yeah.
Not sleeping and just trying to figure out our new routine, but it's not been like
it hasn't
overwhelmingly hard.
Yeah, and I think that's because we have had a lot of, I mean, when you live on like a farm or whatever, you know, there's a lot of things that you're keeping up with in the middle of the night oftentimes that it's not that big of a stretch to be like, okay, now here's a baby that you're having to do the same thing with. Just in a different way, but it's very similar to how your mind is already operating. So that was a good training. Yeah. I'm really excited to see him grow up and to interact with stuff that I didn't really have as a kid, which is like farm animals and like chickens and, you know, butchering chickens and doing this stuff. That's going to be really weird, and I've talked about this before, that it's going to be odd to see him do things that I never did as a kid.
Yeah,
and then
we
like
had to learn
how that's molding his mind at an early age when it didn't until I was like in like 30. It's gonna be weird.
What's your favorite thing about having him home and here, and what do you think's been the hardest?
Watching him. I like holding him. He's great. He's a very earnest child. Like, he just looks honest when you see him.
It's amazing how just cute you think your baby is. Like, I mean, I think he's cute, but like, I think there's a whole nother level. I keep telling Jordan, and I was like, there's like a
he
whole,
is the cutest baby.
There is a whole nother level that's just something happens to your brain where you're like, my baby is the cutest baby that has ever existed, times 1,000.
Yeah.
That's real weird.
Well, I don't think, when you said what's the hardest part about the whole thing, I don't really think there has been I think the hardest part has been watching you have to like wake up in the middle of the night, be tired, and never know like and I can't really do anything. Like, me just kind of feeling like this is a weird time where I mean, I can help as much as I can, but I really can't. At the end of the day, he wants you. I can't really help in a lot of instances. That has been what's been difficult.
Yeah.
All right, well, we need to cut this video short. It's short, it's a long video, but we need to cut this because this rain. I don't even know if you can hear us.
And
yeah, it's 10 p.m.
It's storming outside.
We normally film at like 4.
What time do we start? Like,
I don't even know. Guys, well, thank you so much for being on this journey with us. It's been crazy. Sarah's surgery and all this stuff, and now we're here. So it feels a bit like a miracle. If we hadn't gone through very specific steps, get a very specific surgeon who helped Sarah with her endometriosis and all this stuff, I don't really know where we would end up being right now. So it's been pretty cool, and thanks for being on this with us, and we'll update you as time goes on. But we're excited. We'll see ya.